Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is defending the fatherland from Calm Clan in the Chi To, the Tier 6 Japanese medium tank. Now, don't blink when you're watching this one. This is a pretty quick, fast and furious battle. The Chi To is a Tier 6 Japanese medium tank, 75mm gun, 130 damage, 155 penetration with standard, 186 with premium ammunition. Now, both of those ammunitions are armor piercing. I suppose that doesn't really matter at Tier 6. But anyway, he's moving into this little groovy little position on Ruinberg. I nearly said Himmelsdorf there, don't know why. And he's moving into this groovy little position where he's hoping to save the life of that leopard. Fails in that one. Turns around. He's thinking, well, if anybody crosses, I'm going to chip away at him. That's probably the plan, I guess, in this little position. Just like that. Takes the AMX 12T down to about 200 hit points. His team are down by one tank, but who really cares? By one tank, that's okay. Oh, there's that 12T again. He'll be spewing that he wasn't aiming that way. That would have been, could have been, would have, could have, who knows? Anything could have happened. It could have been a cheeky little kill. Anyway, 1-all's the score. The AMX 12T got taken out by Executive Banana in the SU-85. You do see some pretty groovy in-game names in this game, I'll give you that. Looking towards the... what's that? T-34 gets one shot into the side of his turret before he moves behind a little bit of cover. Just trying to be a little bit cheeky in this. He's right in the middle of the map, and it's not a bad position. Bounces the T-34 on that occasion because he that one goes a little bit low. He'd love to be able to take some more health out of that Tier 6 Russian medium tank, or Tier 5 even. But he's just proving to be a little bit elusive. Puts one shot into him, another shot takes him down to a one shot. Now he stops to aim, and that was the fatal error from Trashnet Solid in the T-34 Tier 5 Russian medium tank. Defending the fatherland, looking around the corner now, looking for some more opportunities. He's thinking, yep, I should be able to get him. No worries, thank you very much. There's his second kill of the game. 5-3's the score. Now looking towards the Chaffee. That's his third kill. Brings his damage up to 827. That's not too bad. He's continuing to roll forward though. Looking at the minimap, there's a KV-85 there. Now, that KV-85 is successfully holding up all three of those heavy tanks. I'm not sure for how long though. Not with the score on 7-4. Puts one shot into the Churchill, two shots into the Churchill. Successfully, he's bouncing the Churchill shots. The Churchill finally penetrates the Chi To, and it doesn't matter though because defending the fatherland. Look at what that cost him 150 odd hit points, and that gave him his fourth kill. 8-4's the score. He's continuing to roll forward. Not many tanks left to spot. The only tanks unspotted. There's an OI unspotted, which tells me he's quite possibly AFK. 2 shots is enough to kill the grill. It sounded like the grill might have fired towards him, but it could have been the other artillery. And the Crusader. The Crusader says, shoot me, defending the fatherland. Give yourself the top gun. No worries whatsoever. 10-4 the score now. Looking around the corner. Does cop a shot from the KV-85, but 2 quick shots should be enough to get his 7th kill. And that brings the score up to 12-4. Now he can't fix his ammo rack for a little while, for another 30 odd seconds, but look, the reload on this gun's not too bad anyway, and that HMC's not going to get out of his way anyway. So there's kill number 8. That's a Radley Walters. Wow. And he's still got more shells to fire. 13-6, 8 kills to defending the fatherland. 2,312 damage so far. Pardon me. Bear in mind, he only brought 820 hit points into this game, and that's triple the hit points of his tank just about. And the way it's going, of course that's going to happen. Sounds like the OI just fired a very big derp shot. Looks like he wants to get some hit points out of this big pina colada. Hit point pina colada. That OI, look, it looks like he's just given up, doesn't he? Look at with that little derpy gun, and defending the fatherland is just saying thank you so much for that. Those extra 3 shots. There's the Skoda. Let's go to T40. Is that the premium? I think it might be. Oh, even better. 9 kills. 15-6. 9 kills on Ruinberg. That's wow. I'm without words. I really am. I really am without words. That was, and I've pushed the wrong button. But there it is. There's the post-game battle result. That was just oh look, that was a whitewash. It's an ace tanker anyway, that's for sure. Bruiser medal, duelist, fire for effect. Radley Walters for getting those 9 kills. Pascucci's for killing 2 artilleries. High caliber, top gun. Thank you very much, defending the fatherland. 2,700 damage exactly. 9 kills, 1374 base experience. That's in the Type 4 Chi To. That's a tier 6 Japanese medium tank. It makes everybody else look bad, but let's be frank. These players didn't have bad games, or some of them did, but defending the fatherland just said, no worries, I'm just going to grab this by the balls and ace it. 22,000 credits after tax. That's with a premium account. 30 shots fired, 26 hit, 25 went through, and there you have it. 2,700 damage in the Chi To. Let's move on to the second game. This is going to be like an extravaganza, I suppose. I haven't put it in the title, but let's call it one. Tier 6 and Tier 7 ace tankers, and this is Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan in the 59-16. And this is going to be another one of those pretty quick games at Tier 6. And that's what we like to see. The Tier 6 games, we do like to see fast and furious action. He's on Tundra, and looks like he's not stuffing around. Looks like he's going straight for the donut hill on the eastern side of the map. Now, the 59-16. That's the Chinese light tank. Oh, no idea where that went. Looks like he's in a platoon with his old mate Vaxo, also from Crazy Clan. Vaxo's busy typing away into the chat. What's he in the AMX 12T? It looks like they're going for the hill together. They're not YOLOing, which is probably the right thing to do. Just hoping to catch the enemy MT25 crossing, I think. And let's see what they do. We'll have another quick mouthful of coffee. There you go, gets a shot into the Skoda. Artillery derps the Skoda. Now could be... That's an auto-loader, that Skoda T25. Good chance he's on the reload. And look, he's the only enemy tank on the hill. I mean, now would probably be a good time to push into the Skoda, but who knows? He's on a platoon as well. His platoon mate's still on the other side of that opening. Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. In the 59-16, the Chinese Tier 6 light tank. He's got plenty of backup here on the hill, but nobody wants to be the first one to cross over, because I think whoever's the first one to go through that gap is just going to get obliterated by the other side. This guy says, yep, no worries, and somehow Ace of Spades was the only person to shoot that T20. That T20, very, very lucky indeed. He really should think about buying a lottery ticket when he finishes this battle. Just kicking back, showing great patience on this hill. First friendly tank goes down, and that's the AMX M445. That's a Tier 7. That's a Tier 7 French heavy tank. What's he going to do here? Down by 2 tanks now. The T67 goes down. Has he got shots? He doesn't have shots there, does he? Somebody needs to... Oh, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Down by 3 tanks, 0-3. What's Ace of Spades going to do? Ace of Spades is no dummy. He knows how to play this game. He knows how to carry these battles. That Skoda finally gets taken out by artillery, but then the PZ-4H and the Hummel both get blown up on the western flank in quick succession, bringing the score up to 1-5. 1-6 now as Vaxo in the 12T gets blown away. And Ace of Spades says, well, we've got to do something here. We've got to start getting some health out of these tanks. Takes a Type T34 down to a 1-shot. That'll be a kill. That was pretty sharp shooting there. T3485M needs to be the next target. He's on 113 hit points. He needs to be taken out. Unfortunately, he bounces that shot. Cops a little bit of damage. Swoops around this corner. Now, how many of these tanks are on low health? I can't remember. They're only down by 2 tanks. 3 tanks now. Some of these tanks are pretty low from memory. That Chaffee's one of them on 150 odd hit points. There's the Wolverine. I'm not sure what that Wolverine is aiming at, but Ace of Spades just saying, well, you're going to be an easy kill for me. Thank you very much. 7-8 the score now as he puts a shot into the Chaffee. Who killed the Chaffee? The E25. E25 up here killed that Chaffee, and they're trying to trying to turn this game around. Only down by 1 tank now. They're down by 4 tanks just a few minutes ago. Ace of Spades advises his platoon mate in the chat to snipe. His platoon mate says, I'm dead. But I think he's talking to all the other people who are all back here. You know, I'll light the cap circle. You snipe. But cannot help himself. Wants to make sure he kills the SU-152. Picks up that kill. Evens up the scoreboard for the first time in this game. Trying to track the SU-85. Picks up the kill in the end, but he does cop 1 shot. But I think it was only a tracking shot. Only 1 tank capping now, and that's a Chaffee on 106 hit points. The Tiger P's running around there on 600 odd. 11-10's a score. Wouldn't be too worried about that cap. Plenty of guns aiming towards that cap circle. The E25, the VK, the Toaster tank, and the Leo. And of course, they can't. Someone's always going to have an angle on that cap circle. There's a Tiger P. Tiger P getting distracted by the VK30-02M. Ace of Spades goes the charge into the Tiger P, sets him on fire, picks up a swag of damage, up to 1,700 damage for the game now. That's nearly triple the hit points he brought into the game. And 5 kills, hoping for a top gun, looking for the SU-100Y. And on 300 health, as long as he doesn't, I don't know, what's the alpha damage of that tank? Well, that sounded pretty big. Puts 1 shot into him. He's certainly going to beat him on the reload for the top gun. Thank you very much. 6 kills, says the Ace of Spades. 14-11. It's time to find the artillery. Where, oh, where can you be, you cheeky little artillery? The M44 is sitting there thinking, I'm a little bit worried. A little bit worried about Ace of Spades. He's going to find me. The SU-20... E25, I should say, finds him, and Ace of Spades blows his head off with an ASRock. Confirms the top gun. 7 kills in the end. Over 2,000 damage, and we'll call that one an ace. That's for sure. Let's have a quick look at the result before we get the third battle up and running. It is an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. It's also the Demolition Expert for blowing the head off that M44 at the end of the battle. Duelist, Fire for Effect, Top Gun, thank you very much. 2,231 hit points of damage. 7 kills, 1,308 base experience. You top the score charts there. 64,297 credits after tax. Now, I reckon that's amazing. That's pretty good for a non-premium T6 tank. It was a very good game though. He did have battle payments on though, so he got so some of it was for that, but only 8,500. 25 shots fired, 22 hit, 20 did damage. A little bit. Only 175 assisted damage. When he was spotting all those tanks on the cap, I thought he would have really got more assisted damage for that, but never mind. He'll take that Ace Tanker any day of the week in the 5916. That's a Tier 6 Chinese light tank. Let's have a look. This is 99 Destroyer from REF Clan. 99 Destroyer. He's a massive fan of stewiejp on Twitch. Links down below. Make sure you check that one out. 99 Destroyer in the VK30-01P, which I'm tipping that's a medium. I think it is. VK30-01P. It's a medium tank. I think it's one of the ones. It might be the one before the Tiger P. Just looking at it. Just looking at it. That's what I reckon. Yeah, it certainly is a medium tank. Anyway. He's gone the Valley of Death on Lakeville. Let's see how that pans out. It looks like half the enemy have gone the Valley of Death as well. He's got himself onto the ridgeline. There's 1 artillery on the enemy team. Doesn't manage to penetrate his first couple of shots. Bounces a shot from the T14. T14 at Tier 5, I think it is. Let's see how he goes up against T14. Gets 1 shot into him, takes him down to 500 hit points. It's his first damaging shot. He's just kicking back here on this ridgeline, making sure that there's no more than 1 enemy tank able to shoot him at the same time. And that's a pretty good, simple way of. That's a pretty good way of approaching your gameplay when there's so many tanks here in this valley. Just don't go too far forward so that 5 or 6 tanks are shooting at the same time. Might sound like a simple philosophy, but when you think about it, it does make sense. 1-2's the score. He's got a little bit of damage already. Hoping for some more into the T14. Takes the T14 down to a 1 shot. So 1 more shot into him, and the game will be evened up. 1-3 the score now. Just kicking back in the valley, trying to get shots on these tanks. To roll a little bit further forward, but gets a shot into. Is there 2 T14s? There is. They're in a platoon. So both of those platoon mates are 1 shots now. There goes one of them. 2-4 the score though. They're down by 2 tanks. Lucky enough to be still on full health for the time being. Gets a shot into the Matilda. Cops a shot from the Matilda's little gun, but 46 hit points of damage out of the Matilda is never going to really worry you too much. 4-6 now. Only at the deficit's only 2 tanks. Tanks are capitulating on the eastern flank in the city. That was just a shot in anger more than anything else. Who's in this valley? Defender in the VK3001P. The KV1S at tier 5's backing him up, as is the Matilda. Gets a shot into the enemy VK3001P. Cops a shot in return. Looking towards that Valentine. Is that the Valentine at tier 4? I didn't think the Valentine at tier 4 saw. Different Valentine, I think. I think that's the British one. Anyway, shoots the VK, bounces a few shots. He's bounced 760 hit points. Now, that's more than the health that he brought into this game. He brought in 750 hit points. He's certainly doing his job here. 5-6 the score. Kicking back here. That shot went a mile away. Not known for its accuracy, I guess. The VK3001P. Bounces some more shots from the remaining T14. Won't be happy that shot missed. Just kicking back here on this little corner. Thankfully, the enemy artillery isn't aiming destroyers' way, so I reckon he'd probably be on pretty low health if it did. I'd tip into the artillery is probably aiming in towards the city. That shot didn't miss. Takes the enemy VK3001P down to a 1 shot. The Matilda kills the Valentine. The KV kills the enemy VK. The T28 is running away, which is probably the right thing to do. You decide now's the time to push the T14, who's really having trouble penetrating destroyers' armour. He's got APCR rounds loaded now, and that's where he's going to hopefully kill the T14. Now the Matilda did that job. Armour-piercing rounds, 88mm, 220 damage, 145 pen, 194 with APCR rounds. Auto aims at the Matilda doesn't quite present himself. Now that Matilda's done pretty well. He's sure he's kicking back sniping, but he's been spotted for a long time. He probably should have been a little bit closer to the action, but 99 Destroyer, as well as the people that have backed him up, they've comprehensively won the valley. Needs to be a little bit careful of his health though. Don't think he's going to make it up that hill. Needs to be a little bit careful of his health. He's done 2,243 damage. KV85 gets taken down. Matilda on Destroyer's team gets taken out. That's in the city. And what's left down here? The Matilda here on his left, which just took him down to 13 hit points. And that Matilda has been alive for far too long, if you ask me, and wants to take out that T28. That T28, even though it's only a tier 4, he might be able to penetrate his side if he comes out, and he wants to make sure that he gets the drop on him, and that should be... No, he misses, bounces the T28's return shot. The KV is going to say, hold my beer, I've got this, we'll get rid of him for you. KV 1S, he's having a good game, he's on 3 kills, Destroyer's on 2 kills, 2,500 damage done, 12-11 is the score. You just heard an artillery shell go off, and what's left? The tier 6 artillery, the AMX, ELC, BIS, could be anywhere. That M44 is going to be feeling pretty nervous, and somebody advises the team to cap fast. Look, I tend to agree. What's left? The Hummel, we don't know where the Hummel is, but he's probably going to be aiming at the cap, and AMX just took out the M44, so the AMX is up there in the north. It's only 15 seconds before the cap timer goes off. They're nicely spread out, so if artillery shoots, you can only shoot one of them. Is it going to be a reset? It does get reset, so he leaves the cap. 99 Destroyer leaves the cap. Interesting shot. Probably there you go. That's why I left the cap for, to get vision on that Hummel. Doesn't quite land the shot. There's the Panzer 3J. Picks up his third kill. Evens the scoreboard up again at 13-13. 3 kills to 99 Destroyer. 2,800 hit points of damage. 1320 damage block. There's the AMX ELC BIS. Now he's going to be looking towards the cap. So 99 Destroyer says, no worries. I'll shoot him. Hopefully the Hummel doesn't shoot 99 Destroyer. I reckon that's what I'd be worried about. But there you go. Looks like the VK's been reset, but it doesn't matter because the KV-1S. The KV-1S has killed the AMX ELC. That's what I was trying to say. 3 kills to 99 Destroyer. 4 kills to the KV-1S. Platoon invite gets sent. Brothers in arms. What's he saying? Brothers in arms, KV-1S, if he accepts the platoons. What's brothers in arms? Is that 4 kills each? Or 3? Artillery has just fired. It looks like he's going hunting for the artillery. If they can get 4 kills each, it'll be a brothers in arms. That'll be... there's the Hummel. Can he find him? Can he catch him? Which way is he going to go? He's got to don't dilly-dally. Don't give him a chance to derp you. You're only on 13 hit points. 3, 2, 1. No, he's going to cap it out. There you go, go. Now you've got to accept the platoon invite, otherwise it won't work. No, he didn't accept the platoon invite by the looks of it. Anyway, it was a good win. 99 Destroyer. From REF Clan in the VK3001P. Let's have a look at the result. It was a bit of a funny game, that one. It was certainly close, that's for sure. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Hand of God, Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effects, Shell Proof, Spartan for surviving on such low health towards the end of that game. Steel Wall, High Caliber, just missed out the Brothers in Arms by not accepting that platoon invite. Or maybe the other guy didn't accept the platoon invite. 3,059 hit points of damage, 4 kills, 1,351 base experience, a swagger of medals. Made 1,000 credits after tax with a standard account. There were some APCR rounds thrown around though, that's probably why. 29 shots fired, 20 hit, 16 did damage. Not the most accurate shooting in the world, but look, some of those shots were fired pretty clutch and to some pretty dodgy targets, but he certainly did his job helping to lead that charge straight down the Valley of Death on Lakeville and picking himself up a valuable ace tanker. Let's move on to the 4th and final replay in this Tier 6 and 7 Extravaganza. This is the Tier 7 game. It's the Flying Elite from Pyro Clan in the premium Chinese light tank, the Type 62. Now this is a tank I do not mind at all. Type 62. He's on Mountain Pass and he's going down to his position down here. Top tier in a light tank can be very, very fun indeed. I love playing light tanks, and I'll tell you what, when you're top tier like this, if you're good, and the Flying Elite's definitely good, you can certainly do your best to carry these games. Now you can see he's got Chinese food running as a premium consumable. That's going to help his camouflage rating, his rate of fire, his vision, and all that kind of jazz. Now even though he's in a light tank, he's in a good position here where he can have shots over here in the middle. Looks like everybody's getting ready to snipe whatever is not being lit. But the Flying Elite's like not interested in that. Puts a shot into the T67. Puts another shot into him. Picks up the kill. Now standard rounds for the Type 62 are armor piercing, 85mm gun, 180 damage, 145 penetration, 220 with heat rounds, which is premium, and of course HE does 300 for 43 penetration. Probably shouldn't need too much premium ammunition in this one. Only 3 Tier 7s on each team. The IKV 90B, Flying Elite in the Type 62, and the GW Panther on Flying Elite's team. The enemy team has a T25-2, the Spic, and the GW Panther as well. Nothing with too much armour that might require premium rounds. In fact, even the Tier 6s aren't that heavily armoured. Just 3 Tier 6s on each team as well. The AC4 Experimental Aussie tank on the enemy team. The Type 58 and the T37. And of course, Flying Elite's team's got the Skoda, the IKV2, IKV65-2 and another T37. Trying to get some... trying to farm some damage on these tanks. He finally lands a shot into the Leopard. Looking at the KV1. That's all right. You got to take those lucky shots when they present themselves. He's picking the map, hoping that he can do a little bit more Chi sniping. I think by the looks of it. But look, good on him. You got to help your team somehow. I'm not sure why those friendly tanks over there in the northeast aren't having a red hot go at the T37 and the Leopard. I mean, Leopard's a Tier 5 German light tank for crying out loud. T37's a light tank as well. Why not? I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they're not going after those two light tanks. Even the PZ T25, which has just appeared on that ice road, isn't anything really worth worrying about. Now, Flying Elite goes for the tank destroyers up there on their little perch there. Wolverine picks up the kill. That's the same guy that was complaining about the matchmaker earlier on. Puts another shot into the T25-2. Takes him down to 361. He should get another shot into him. And one more shot will be enough for a kill. Can he beat him? He can. Ooh, but he bounces the T25-2. Auto aims and picks up his third kill. 5-3 the score on Matt Pass. The Spick getting a little bit nervous up there. Those two tank destroyers have both been taken out on that tank destroyer ledge. And Flying Elite's auto aimed on that Spick. But he's realising that the gun depression isn't what it could be on the Chinese light tank. So here's the Type 58 and says, no worries, I'll shoot you instead. The Spick picks up the kill on the SU-85. Flying Elite's driver dies, but a quick tap of the 5 key sees to that. He's down to 262 hit points. And the score's 8-5 now as a Panzer 4H goes down. 2 friendly tanks get taken out as well. Make that 3. Still up by 2 tanks, so it's not over yet. You spotted the GW Panther. He's hoping that somebody shoots him. But if you look at the mini-map, it's only the Wolverine back here. So he hasn't got a great amount of backup. Shoots and tracks the Spick. The Wolverine finally puts a shot into that Spick, and now they're back ahead 9-8. Everyone's pinging the GW Panther, and that shot, no idea where that shot went. Not the most accurate guns in the game, that's for sure. Puts one shot into the GW Panther. This should be the kill. It goes high. That shot just went a little bit too high. Wolverine again. Gee, that Wolverine who was complaining earlier on about being bottom tier is actually having a good game. Well done to him. 10-9's the score. The Flying Elite's on 3 kills, 2,320 damage. Shoots and sets the Type 58 on fire. That just leaves the AC4 Experimental. That's the Aussie tank with the big Willy on the front. Now that AC4 could certainly one-shot the Flying Elite. So he needs to be a little bit careful. But then again, PZ4H picks up the kill, gets rid of the Aussie tank. 12-10's the score. Only 3 tanks left. The T37, who's currently sitting on the friendly base. PZT25, who was last spotted over here. He could certainly be heading towards the base as well. And the Toaster tank. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. The PZSFL IVC. Flying Elite on 4 kills, 2,700 damage done. Looks like he's going to roll onto the cap with the PZ4H, and hopefully they'll have... Flying Elite's team will have 2 tanks on the cap, and the enemy team won't. There's the Toaster tank up there. Just spotted the Flying Elite. Doesn't really matter because the other 2 tanks can't shoot him. The PZ4H derps, derps the Toaster tank. That must be one of those derp guns. Nothing wrong with that at all. 13-10, 14-10 as the T-37 goes down. 22 seconds left on the cap. Are they going to go for the PZ T-25? On 118 hit points, he probably won't. 30 seconds till it's capped out. I'll just speed it up just to see what happens towards the end. 20 seconds. PZ T25 is no longer lit. You can see the T37 on the Flying Elite's team running down that eastern road looking for the premium Tier 5 German medium tank. Flying Elite says stay on the cap. let's just cap it out. There's the Panzer T25, and in the end they've won by capping. He doesn't want to get any more damage, doesn't want to overdo it, and that was yet another Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, as well as an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, 2 marks of excellence on the premium Chinese Type 62, the Chinese light tank. Ace Tanker, Arsonist for setting some fires, Fire effect, the Fighter, Fire for effect, High Caliber, Invader for capping that one out, not too bad at all. 2,867 damage, 4 kills, 1390 base experience. Not many other people cracked the 1,000 mark, let alone the 2,000 mark, let alone the 2,800 mark of damage. Let's see how it went for credits. Plenty of credits, 52,500 credits after tax. Even though he spent 20,000 on the Chinese food, and I don't think he had any premium ammunition. Don't think he really needed it in that game. Not a bad result. 7 minutes, 23 shots fired, 17 hits, 16 went through. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Thank you very much. Don't forget to check out Flying Elite's YouTube channel. Link will be down the bottom somewhere. Yeah, you might learn something. Who knows? Once again, thanks for the replays, everybody. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.